What's going on? I am the OC bartender, and I am here in Hollywood. I know I had to get out my area and come in here. I'm at Lost Property Bar. I am here with Daniel Barnes, obviously the bartender here. He's going to make me a whiskey sour with the Johnny Walker.
Yes, sir. We're going to do the 60% Johnny Walker High Rye. We're going to actually put some egg white this time, so it's going to be a nice cocktail. It's going to be nice and smooth.
Cool. Put a little wine on top of it.
Of course.
All right, let's
That's
do
what
it.
we're here for, brother.
Cool. Let's do it. And Daniel, tell me a little bit of Lost Property.
So Lost Property is started by Rhino Williams, gentleman from Wales. Big family man, has 3 daughters here and a wife. He traveled the country bartending, traveled the world bartending, did the Maldives, he did Canary Islands, I believe he also did South Africa. Started setting up clubs in New York, came out to LA to set up a club, found cocktails, came here, opened Lost Property, and then kind of little thing that we kind of talk about for ourselves, we call ourselves the Lost Boys. He's kind of like, he's the one that found us, right?
The head Lost Boy.
Yeah, he's head Lost Boy. So he was able to kind of grab a bunch of us from all over the world and all over the country, bring us in and train us up. So we're here now.
How long have you been bartending?
25 years behind the bar, 3 years bar backing. I'm 46, so I spent more of my adult life behind the bar than I did before.
I feel you.
Yeah, this is my life.
Yeah.
I'll do this till the day I die.
And you started when you were 10?
Yes, till they like drag me out and I leave call marks on the bar.
Yeah.
That's when it's over.
Yeah.
So I was lucky. I started off in D.C. I worked for my mom for many years. Opened a restaurant in Manassas, Virginia, sold that, took off, went to Manhattan. I did Manhattan, Brooklyn, Raleigh, North Carolina, ran beverage programs in D.C., came out to L.A. He found me, a Lost Boy, and put me right to work.
That's right.
That's here we are. Brother, let's make
cool.
this cocktail.
Johnny Walker High Rye, and I got Paul Jones from Johnny Walker. Can you tell me a little bit about this?
So the Johnny Walker High Rye is a beautiful new mark. It's only been in the market for about 8 months. It's distilled, the rye in there is distilled 2 different ways, column and then copper pot distillation. So that gives us a very light and floral distillate and very fruity, and then a heavy, rich distillate from the copper pot distillation. That's all aged in ex-bourbon casks, so that's the rye distillate, and that's going to make up 60% of this bottle. And then that is blended with wheat whiskey from Cambridge, a little bit of Clynelish, a little bit of Glenkinchie, and a smidge of Cahuilla to give us that smoke that we love.
We're gonna do a traditional whiskey sour. We're gonna start with the egg white. We're gonna start over, again, using the Johnny Walker High Rye. First thing we're gonna do, take our nice egg white, separate this. Build us a nice meringue. We're actually going to cook the proteins in this egg white with the citric acid, aerate it, and literally cold cook a meringue inside the tin. Again, high rye. We'll do about 1.5 ounces of this. Some people like to free pour, some people like to jigger pour. We're going to jigger pour this one, nice 1.5 ounces. Use a nice bit of fresh pressed lemon. Got our nice lemon juice, about 1 ounce here. Some nice rich Demerara, so a nice beautiful sweetener. Add that in. And we're going to do a cold shake and a dry shake. I like to go cold first. If you talk to Cocktails by Hawk, he might tell you something different. Either way, we both love each other. We both love the whiskey sour.
And he would never shave his mohawk.
So we're gonna shake this for about 1 minute, and then we're gonna let it settle. Then we're gonna shake another minute. It's about 3 or 4 minute cocktail. It's well worth the wait. I don't know if my arms can take it now that I'm 46. This is my only workout I get these days, other than tipping back a little high rock.
Yeah, exactly. So your favorite cocktail would be what?
With the lady I'm sitting with,
Yeah,
whatever
that's
she
about
likes.
it, yeah.
Whatever she likes. No, I'm a big Mescal fan now that I've come out to California. When I was growing up, we drank a lot of bourbon. My dad is from Lincoln County, Tennessee, which if you're familiar with Lincoln County, you know about the Lincoln County filtration method, and that's Jack Daniels. So we drank a lot of Jack Daniels at our house.
That's for you, Colin.
Drank a lot of Jack Daniels at our house. Dave Barnes, you'd love me for that one. That's my father. I did grow up with a nice Irish Catholic mother, so we drank a little whiskey there too.
That's right. And there are some really good mezcal. So you guys are known here as doing the whole craft cocktail. Would you call yourself, hey, we can do anything you want?
I would say we're a 90s bartender meets a 2020 mixologist.
I
Right,
like
so
that.
we can make any cocktail, we can give you any bit of spirits knowledge, but ultimately we're here to have a good time.
Okay.
So we do a little shots here and there with the guests to have a good time. I think you and I had one earlier.
You did?
I may have had one by myself too. Yeah, I would say for us, especially now that it's post-COVID, we're all trying to get past that. Fortunately, I'm an old man, so I lived in the 90s and worked in the 90s, and I lived and worked in the 2000s. So here we are trying to kind of marry both.
Right.
Like we can make any cocktail. You walk in the door, whether it was a cocktail from 1920 or it was a cocktail from 2020. We're going to make it without backing up.
There you go. So you want to come in to Lost Property and get a Long Island? It's going to happen.
No problem.
So you want to come and get a Ramos Fizz? It's going to happen.
It's definitely gonna happen. It's gonna take us about 11 minutes on the Ramos, or you're gonna have an eraser standing on top of your glass.
Now you notice that meringue right there, that nice little froth on top of it? That's so good.
I like to add a little bit of charged water in there. Help bring those bubbles up. Can't have a messy bar now.
So how long have you been here again? One more time?
So I came in 2018. I went to work. I did a Gucci event and worked in a cemetery. He found me 2 days later, brought me in, so I've been here.
Check your pulse.
Yeah, going about 4 years.
All right.
I mean, obviously a little bit of COVID mix up there, but for us, we stayed open the entire time. We served guests the entire time.
Good. Good for you guys.
We're some of the luckiest people in the world. People throughout the neighborhood supported us, whether it was a to-go item, whether it was a to-go cocktail, whether it was coming to the bar. We're the luckiest people in the city. We stayed open. We didn't shut down. We're still here. We're making it. And if it wasn't for the support of the neighborhood, we would have not made it. So I would love to say it was us and we were super geniuses and we figured out the craft cocktail bar, but it was supported in the community. So very, very lucky.
So you do want to make sure and come down, check out Lost Property. The only issue I had was the parking, but believe me, you can park directly across the street. It's not too expensive. Daniel will park your car for you.
I will definitely park your car.
You might not get it back with tires, but you're going to have your vehicle taken care of.
And our last little touch, we're going to put a beautiful, crisp line of Angostura across top. And that is our whiskey sour. Enjoy your whiskey sour at Lost Property.
Cut it.